Now, back to WFO Radio, NHRA Nitro.
The Chevrolet Performance U.S. Nationals is upon us, and it's not just about Nitro. It is not just about the alcohol cars. It is not just about any one style of race car. It is about the racers and the category and class that they decided to put themselves in years ago, months ago, whenever they made the call that they were going to run a certain category. And we have got two racers you are going to hear from right now, both chasing their U.S. Nationals dreams. Competition eliminator racer Ed Federkeil has got a new sponsor on board, is tied in a great charitable organization to help firefighters, but most importantly, Ed is a firefighter himself, and I've known him for a long time, and WFO regular Hank Stewart of the Stress Express. Hank rolled the beams like 4 years ago. We had a conversation while I was on the microphone. We talked about it. We are following Hank through his Indy dream of going out there and winning the race, and we want to speak with him each and every year as he goes out there and chases the thing. And so we have got Ed Federkeil, we have got Hank Stewart, comp racer, super gas racer, both going after it. But right now I got to tell you about the people who have made this possible. This Indy rollout, this 10th anniversary, the way we're doing it, it's thanks to sponsors like Marvin Rodak and Rodak'sCoffeeandGrills.com. Gourmet coffee, roasted fresh per your order, hot sauces and spice rubs. I'm really trying my best to make sure you feel and understand this is great stuff. 817-924-6821. Samtech.edu. Start your education at full speed. Motorsport EFI tuning, CNC machining, blockhead programs. And remember, if you see Samtech on a car, it's not because they sponsor it. It's because it is the curriculum. Samtech.edu. Start your education at full speed. Frank Hawley's Drag Racing School, the Dragster Adventure. It's a program you go on. It's like it's not a ride-along, it's a drive-along. You drive a dragster. You get to hang out with Frank. A half-track and 2 full-track runs. 866-480-7223. Plus, you can get your super comp, super gas license. But for you guys, the adrenaline junkies, I really think the Dragster Adventure is for you. You should do it in 2020. Get it for a gift for yourself. Total Seal Piston Rings. The leader in ring seal technology. Rings for everything you can dream of. High-performance cars, and the technology, of course, filters down to the rings they make for the road cars. Tools, they have it all. Total Seal, the leader in ring seal technology. Magic Dry, US.com, the official organic absorbent of the NHRA. Travels better because it's lighter. It soaks up more of whatever it is because it can handle any viscosity. And it's all natural because it's made out of coconuts. And oh, by the way, they support drag racing. Scott Palmer, Ricky House, WFO, MagicDryUS.com. Hit the website. If you don't have a big shop, but you do have a cat, get Cat Spot. And Hangstifer's Metalworking Lubricants, Hangstifer's Laboratory since 1937. One thing that all the teams that are out there competing, for the most part, with big machine shops can agree on, Hangstifer's Metalworking Lubricants and Hangstifers.com. And, of course, HusseyPerformance.net supporting WFO Radio with their quality copper head gaskets. All right, let's get into it. Joining us now, he'll be running Competition Eliminator out there at the Chevrolet Performance U.S. Nationals. He is also someone I've been bracket racing with way, way back in the day who's gone on to big and great and fantastic things. You heard him first on WFO Radio last year. He's back, Ed Federkeil. Ed, welcome back. The big go, it is upon us.
Yes, Joe, we can hardly wait.
Yes, and you are getting all kinds of pub right now for bringing E3 spark plugs on board into Comp Eliminator, which I think is very exciting with your program. You told us middle of last year you were coming out here in 2019 on a mission, and you're making some noise. Congratulations.
Thanks, Joe. It's a lot of hard work, and it definitely takes more than one person to do it, and I got a great group that surrounds me that helps me. And
let's talk about Indy. You've got a quick and fast car. You've shown that over the course of the season, that if you need to be 0.6 under, you can do it. If you need to be more under, you can do it. So take me through your prep for the race week.
Well, the truck and trailer's out at Nickens right now, picking up a new motor that they just finished, and we'll be heading up to Indy. We've recently just brought E3 spark plugs on board for the remainder of the season, and we got some other good things going on with some charitable initiatives that we're really, really proud of doing and helping these folks out.
Talk a little bit about that. I know because, we spent a lot of time together in the past, but as a firefighter, you're in situations where, charitable giving is very important. We salute first responders every week at the racetrack, and you're kind of merging drag racing and that whole world together. Explain how.
Well, basically what we've done, because, we recognized a while back that the business-to-business aspect of motorsports is the key point why manufacturers get involved. So what I've done is use my 33 years of fire service experience to help me with my sponsors like Fire Aid and now bringing on E3 spark plugs, which makes not only plugs for race cars, not only spark plugs for your daily driver, but they also make some small engine stuff as well. And a lot of things we do in the fire service when we ventilate buildings, we're using gas-powered saws, and we're trying to bring them into that marketplace with my relationships and fire service experience.
Wow, that is very cool. Yeah, spark plugs, something that you don't realize is in just about everything that makes power, creates torque for work, whatever we're talking about. So it makes perfect sense that E3 would want to be there. Now, what about Hoods for Heroes? Explain what that is.
Well, they approached me a few months back, and it's a charitable initiative that basically provides firefighting hoods for firefighters and fire departments that can't. And our traditional hoods that we wore, they've learned through research, have become sponges for carcinogens. And we're seeing a large spike in cancers that are emanating from the neck area. And, the new technology is a particulate hood, which basically traps the particulates. It's fully decontaminate. You can decontaminate it. So it's what the guys really need to be as safe as they can be. I mean, it's a dangerous job to begin with, but this is something that is helping, the brothers and sisters of the fire service protect themselves even more. And they primarily did it just here in Florida, but they're looking to branch out nationally, and they think that through NHRA drag racing, this is a great vehicle for them to get the word out and to bring some awareness, because there's a lot of firefighters that are drag race fans, and there's a lot of great companies involved in our sport that that care about our first responders. And it was a natural for me, because I had recently just lost a friend that I worked with for 30 plus years to a cancer that started in his neck. And it was kind of ironic that the week I met with those guys, I went to this guy's funeral, and it was just something that I felt I had to do.
And how does that work with the Ronnie Thames Foundation?
Well, the Ronnie Thames Foundation is another just great charitable organization that does some wonderful things. And, we started by putting Hoods for Heroes with the Ronnie Thames Foundation and let them partner and work off of each other's relationships to better both of those foundations. And, Ronnie Thames is focused on preventing pediatric burns and providing, funding to Shriners hospitals around the country to help build living facilities so that when there's long-term care for a pediatric burn patient, the parents have somewhere they can stay and, not have to come out of pocket for it. And they do just fantastic work. And I do want to mention they have an event coming up on September 7th. So the weekend after the Big Go, we will be in Atlanta for the Silent Heroes Award, which what the Ronnie Thames Foundation does is they take and honor Georgia first responders and put together a gala that is absolutely incredible. And, they're looking forward to taking their show on the road. And next year we'll be doing one in Boston.
Wow, that is really cool. The cross-pollination with the foundations and drag racing and the fire department, I think that works very well for you. But ultimately, you're trying to win Indy here. So let's talk about the race. Do you have what it takes, Ed?
We have a very fast car. We haven't qualified, any less than sixth all year. We were number one at Pomona, and basically, I'm gonna put it right out there. I've been the weak link in the car, and it's something that I'm working on. And that's the direction I'm going. I'm training like an athlete so that, I can take that element away from us, which is the driving part. And we got a great car. There's no question. Everything in the we have Mike Sullivan helping us with the tuning calls, from the famed Wayne County Speed Shop, and David Nickens. These are legendary drag racers, and very, very good with the Mopar product. And again, you got to surround yourself with good people, and that's what we've done, because we've been out for a while. We jumped right back into the fray, and after a year, we've qualified on the top of the board everywhere we've gone, and had some good finishes, and should have probably won a lot more races by now. But we can't look at the past; we got to look at the future, and we're getting ready for Indy, and I'm excited.
Well, you should be. Ed, great work. I know you got a great bunch of guys that are helping you behind the scenes as well, but putting together a program, bringing on E3, using some of that to give back to other brothers, as you said, in the firefighting area. All good things, and I know will be appreciated by the NHRA community. Thank you for coming on WFO Radio. I really appreciate it, and I wish you luck. Like, this is what it's all about, right? That the whole drag racing dream. You're getting ready for the Chevrolet Performance U.S. Nationals. You got a car that's capable of winning. You just got to put it all together, and we'll be watching.
Man, that's great. Thanks, Joe, for having me on.
Thank you, Ed. Ed Federkeil with us here on WFO Radio. Really cool for me, because if you have listened to WFO for a long time, you know that I am from southeastern Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Miami. That hurricane was like it's going to go just north of us. Of course, it's U.S. Nationals Week, right? There should definitely be a hurricane bearing down on my home like the past several years. I'm used to it by now. But Ed and I used to race together at Miami Hollywood Motorsports Park, Miami Hollywood Dragway, Miami Hollywood Speedway, a track that is now gone. We raced together. He started out as a kid, just racing, got into the bracket racing, had a big vision, went super gas racing, won a national event, finished top 5 in the world, was able to bring on sponsors. He's a very sharp marketer, all of that. But really, his real dream is to run pro stock. Comp Eliminator is right there, kind of connected to his real dream. And he is doing it. And to me, that is everything. And watching him and helping him and having you people get to know him, what he's all about and how hard he's hustling to get the job done, to go out there and compete. Got David Nickens. Come on now. So good luck to Ed Federkeil and his program. And I appreciate it. He put a WFO sticker on his car immediately, which was, give me the sticker. And I thought it was great. Thanks, Ed. Thank you for that. Speaking of which, we've got new WFO radio stickers that I will be handing out personally at the Big Go. Now, our next guest, he and I got off to an interesting start because I was on the microphone several years back, and the Stress Express, his Monza, rolled the stage beam, red light start, and it was a catastrophe. It was a heartbreak moment. And we ended up emailing back and forth about what it means to race this race. And not everybody is David Rampy, and not everybody is Drew Skillman, and not everybody is Brad Plord or Bo Butner. There are 1,000-some-odd competitors, and any one of them at any given time has the dream and could put it all together for the event win. And so at that point, I decided this man needs to come on the show each year. He chases his U.S. Nationals dream. Joining us now, we have to check in with the Stress Express, our yearly interview with Hank Stewart. Hank, are you ready for Indy?
Yes, we're ready, we're loaded up, and we're ready to head to stacking on Sunday.
There it is. Now, the U.S. Nationals, each year we've followed you through from several years ago. You have obviously laid out how significant this race is to you. As you've been getting prepped and getting ready, is there anything different that you have done for this 2019 edition to put you in the winner's circle?
Well, we've made a couple of changes, Joe. Racing is a continuous improvement, of course. So a new tune-up and more time at torque and some slight adjustments to the weight bias and shocks and a little more practice on the practice tree.
There you go. So you're getting after it on the practice tree. You're working hard.
Well, we're trying.
Oh, excellent, excellent stuff. So talk about this year, getting in there, getting ready to go. Time runs on Wednesday. Some people might even be listening to this at or after that point. Mentally, let's refresh us. What happened last year?
Last year, I think I just plain flat got beat by a very good competitor from the state of Mississippi, Mr. Joe Harper.
Oh, yes, Joe's very good. Very strong racer.
Yes, he is.
Now, have you done
nice people too?
Have you done any divisional racing? When was the last time you were out with the car?
Yeah, we've been in the Division III, chasing the Division III some this year. Obviously, Route 66, Joliet, Illinois, and pretty recently we were at Lucas Oil Raceway, Brownsburg, Indiana, for our Division III race, and we actually went over to Division 5, over to Tri-State, and done some races over there too.
Excellent. How have they gone? Have you had success?
Well, we haven't been in the winner's circle, but our reaction time's pretty good, and we're real close on the 990. So we're pleased. We're happy with the improvements that we've made.
Well, that is excellent. And this year, it's always my goal that people understand the emotion that is connected to the race. That there are people such as yourself who, once summer comes, they begin to work and think and focus on the big go, the U.S. Nationals. Speak on that a little bit, Hank, someone who has been an automotive engineer and has had, crazy things happen to them in your life, what it means to go back to Indy to try year after year to win this race.
Okay, well, Indy is obviously the big one, the one that everybody wants to win. That's I'll call it the stretch goal. It's a difficult place to race, especially in super gas. The various track changes, weather, and the competition is just incredible. The hardest thing, I think, is maintaining focus round after round. I can't speak for the other racers, but competing in super gas is very challenging, and we like the challenge, and that's why we do it. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it.
So true. That is definitely challenging. But let me ask you this, though, Hank, just as a flyer here. When a guy like Bo Butner jumps in a super gas car and goes out there and makes 2 final rounds in his first 3 races, what do you think of that? Because I know what I think about it. It's annoying. It's great, and also like, wow, that guy is obviously got a next-level ability. What do you think when you see something like that?
Well, I don't know Mr. Butner personally, but I would venture to say Bo definitely knows racing. He's a very stout competitor in any category that he enters. For me, I don't care who's in the other lane. I'm running my own race, and congratulations to him with the program that he has and what he's working with and his team of people. I think it's awesome what he's been able to do, but I don't pay any attention who's in the other lane. I got my own deal to run.
That is cool. Do you think, and I think it certainly has brought attention to the super gas category. It's something that we're always trying to do. A couple of weeks ago, we did a Facebook Live in Brainerd from the staging lanes for NHRA's Facebook page, and everyone got pretty excited about it. It got a lot of traffic. It's super gas is just one of many categories out there, but it is pretty cool the way it all works out, and the fact that you guys are going after the U.S. Nationals Wally, that's pretty special too.
Yes, I saw that piece, that segment, and I wanted to congratulate you on it, and thank you for such an awesome segment on super gas, and it was very pleasant, very nice to see that. I
was surprised that everybody was so willing to deal with us, right? Like they were getting ready, they were going out there for a time run or something, might even have been first round, and they were willing to talk, and they were calling us over, and we were doing interviews, and it was very interesting. I that always gets me worried. I don't like to disturb racers as they're getting in their zone.
Yeah, we just want We just want your money, Joe.
It's not my money. I wish. That would be great. Well, Hank, listen, I wish you the best of luck. I can't wait to see you out there. The Stress Express back on the track and going for it again. You know, someone was asking me, like, are you gonna have Hank on again this year? I was like, yeah, I think we're obligated now to have Hank on every year until he wins the thing.
Well, it's greatly appreciated, Joe. Thanks for having us on the show. And if you don't mind, I'd like to close with a shameless plug for my advertisers, Competition Products, Leo Service, Proto One Manufacturing, and especially thanks to our military and veterans for creating the freedom to allow people like myself to go out there and compete.
So true, so true. Yes, and you've done a great job with your sponsors as well. The fact that they're stepping up and supporting Super Gas Racing with Hank Stewart, that is tremendous. Good luck in the U.S. Nationals. Get ready, get after them. I'll come find you, of course. But, keep the dream alive, Hank. Any year, this could be the one.
Okay, Joe, we're going to give it everything we have.
Thanks, Hank. Hank Stewart, the Stress Express, going to be out there battling, and I understand there have been some schedule changes already. Things did not start promptly on time Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. because there was some rain in the area and the pit was soft, and so they didn't stack them in there at the right time. So everything kind of got pushed back a little bit. Round 1 Super Gas happening probably right now. Right now, while you're listening to Hank Stewart, all my WFO Radio podcast listeners out there from all around the world, Hank is out there battling it out. How about a little hope, a little positive energy for Hank out there? Turn on a win light, baby. Hank Stewart. Really appreciate it. Now, we have got more to come. Got a great conversation with John DeBartolomeo from Drag Racing Edge magazine. And, of course, we're going to end it all off with Robert Hight, the 3-time winner from John Force Racing. He is the points leader. Robert Hight going into Indy. This guy's Indy record is insane. 3-time wins, and I think he's got 3 runner-ups. Guy has had an unbelievable era. He lost to Jack Beckman in 2015. Jimmy Prock on the other side of it. Lost to Ashley Force. So Robert Hight, really easily, things could have gone the other way. So it is interesting. We're going to hear from Robert Hight when it's all over. Hey, big thanks to samtech.edu, Rodax, coffeeandgrills.com, magicdryus.com, of course, Hanks to First, FrankHawley.com, the Dragster Adventure, and Total Seal Piston Rings, Hussey Performance, Drag Racing Edge Magazine, and everybody that helps us, EV3 Drag Racing, NitroFishRacing.com, for supplying the WFO Radio T-shirts. You should get them. You should get the WFO Radio T-shirt at the Nitro Fish trailer. Just walk up there and be like, hey, WFO, and they'll know exactly what you're talking about. And Saturday is WFO Radio T-shirt day, all right? That's the day you wear your WFO Radio T-shirts at any event. Saturday. Sunday, you wear your race, whoever's your favorite driver. That's driver shirt day. Saturday is WFO Radio T-shirt day. Everybody on the same page? Sounds good. More to come. The Big Go on WFO.
WFO! The views and opinions of the hosts, guests, or callers do not necessarily reflect that of the station ownership, advertisers, or agencies.
I love WFO Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Your education. What are you going to do with your life? That is what it's all about. And samtech.edu can help you figure it all out. The School of Automotive Machinists and Technology always says start your education at full speed because they will get you in, get you started, get you learning rapidly. The school is located in the Houston, Texas area. They've got a great campus. They're always expanding. But most importantly, their relationships within the performance industry is what sets them apart. We're talking about block programs, head programs, CNC programs, motorsport EFI tuning, all part of Samtech. They can even help persons that are eligible under the GI Bill. Go to the website, samtech.edu, or call 713-683-3817. Would you rather do something you love as your job? I know I would. samtech.edu. Hey, engine builders, Total Seal Piston Rings are the leader in ring seal technology, and they go out of their way to help their customers and will make custom sets for any specific piston you might have. Customer service, top notch. Made in America? Absolutely. They're located in Phoenix, Arizona, and they've got everything it takes to develop the world's best piston rings. Give them a call at 800-874-2753 or go to TotalSeal.com.
Subscribe to WFO Radio on iTunes. Never miss a show. And don't forget to write a review. WFO.
This is WFO Radio.